Boundaries are the moment a woman protects the self she finally returned to. There comes a moment in a woman's life when she finally returns to herself. She stands tall. She remembers who she is. She stops shrinking to fit places she has outgrown. She stops apologizing for her presence, stops abandoning her own truth. And once she rises, something shifts. She begins to protect the woman she has become. That protection doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it looks like saying, "Not today." Sometimes it looks like leaving a conversation that leaves her feeling smaller. Sometimes it looks like taking an afternoon to rest instead of saying yes to another obligation. The world may not even notice, but she notices, because every small decision is another way of saying, "I will not abandon myself again." This is where boundaries begins, not from fear, not from defense, not from anger, but from identity. Boundaries are not about pushing people away. They are not about being hard, distant, or cold. They are not about creating walls. Boundaries are clarity. Think about a river. A river has banks that guide the water. Without those banks, the water spreads everywhere, loses direction, and becomes difficult to navigate. Our boundaries work much the same way. They don't stop life from flowing. They simply give our energy direction. They help us decide where we want to invest our time, our attention, and our emotional energy. When we know where our boundaries are, our lives begin to feel calmer, not because life becomes easier, but because we stop giving ourselves away so freely. Boundaries are the truth about what our life can hold now. They are the shape of our self-respect. They are the pace we choose for our days. They are the quiet decision to honor our energy, our time, and our emotional maturity. A boundary is simply a woman saying, "This is who I am now, and this is what aligns with me." Our woman last week stood tall. She reclaimed her identity. She remembered her worth. She came home to herself. Now she protects that home. This is why boundaries matter. Because when a woman finally returns to herself, she refuses to abandon herself again. She refuses to shrink. She refuses to overextend. She refuses to betray her own rhythm. For many women, this takes practice. At first, saying no can feel uncomfortable. We may worry about disappointing someone. We may wonder if we are being selfish. But every healthy boundary teaches us something important. Respecting ourselves doesn't take anything away from others. It simply allowed us to show up with honesty instead of resentment. She refuses to carry what is not hers. This is maturity of boundaries. This is sovereignty of boundaries. This is the moment she says, I choose me, and I choose what honors me. Let's talk about how boundaries look in real life. 1. Time boundaries. She no longer gives her time to everything and everyone. She chooses where her hours go. She chooses what deserves her presence. Maybe she refuses what is not hers. Maybe she allows herself uninterrupted mornings. Maybe she protects dinner with her family. Maybe she schedules time to read, walk, pray, or simply breathe. These small choices remind her that her time has value. 2. Emotional boundaries. She no longer absorbs every emotion around her. Maybe she no longer feels responsible for fixing everyone's problem. Maybe she listens with compassion without carrying someone else's pain home with her. Maybe she realizes that another person's disappointment doesn't have to become her guilt. She learns that being kind doesn't require sacrificing her own emotional well-being. She can care deeply while protecting her own peace. These quiet choices remind her and us that our heart deserves care too. 3. Energy boundaries. She no longer says yes when her body says no. She notices when she's becoming exhausted and chooses to pause before pushing herself further. She no longer rushes simply because everyone around her is rushing. She gives herself permission to leave a situation that leaves her feeling drained instead of renewed. She begins to recognize what gives her energy and what quietly takes it away. These choices are not signs of weakness, they are signs of wisdom, because protecting your energy allows you to show up fully for the life that truly matters. These are boundaries, not loud, not harsh, not defensive, just clear, sovereign, and mature. Boundaries are not a reaction, they are a declaration of identity, a declaration of self-respect. Boundaries don't change who you are, they reveal who you have become. They are moments a woman protects the self she finally returned to. And when she stands tall, her boundaries stand with her.